guys, we are going to talk about how to handle some orthodontic emergencies. So the most common thing that can happen is a pokey wire. There's a couple ways that the wire can become pokey. The wire can sometimes shift from one side to the other. Sometimes it's really common, sometimes it's not very common. But if it happens, we call that when a wire walks. You'll notice that it's poking on one side and maybe not on the other. To help with that, you can grab the wire with some tweezers and pull it back over to get it to center so that it's not poking out the back anymore. You can also take some fingernail clippers and clip the back side of the wire that's poking you. Sometimes you can also get some pokies from the front of the brackets. The best thing to do with that is to use wax. Using the wax, you can ball up a little piece of wax into your fingers until it gets nice and sticky, roll it around, and then push it on the bracket that's bothering you. Sometimes it's hard to get that bracket to stick, so you can also use some sugar-free gum and chew it up and stick it way in the back to help get those brackets to stop poking your cheek. The other most common thing that can happen with emergencies is you can have a loose bracket. Sometimes it just happens. It's nothing that you did wrong or anything. It just can sometimes happen. You can bite down differently or maybe bite into something that you didn't expect to be so hard. Anything like that. It's not a dire emergency, but we don't want you to wait until your next visit. So call us if you feel like you have a loose bracket. If you have a loose bracket, if it's in the back, it will kind of slide off the back of your wire. If it's in the front, it'll stay attached to the wire, but it will loosely move back and forth. If either of those things happen, if the bracket comes off in the back or in the front, it's not a dire emergency, but call our office and we'll get you in as soon as possible. If it comes off the back and you have the bracket, please bring in the bracket in a little baggie so that we can replace it. You have a bracket that's glued to each one of your teeth. You have a wire that runs through the bracket and a color tie that holds the wire to our bracket. Sometimes the tie can come loose or come off the bracket. If that happens, give us a call. You're always welcome to call 24 hours a day. Dr. Guyman or one of his assistants is always available to help you through any emergency that you may have.